Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am the Crafting Mama, and in the last video I showed you my completion of my Diamond Art Club dressed up the horse, and I've got it laying sideways so that you guys can see it. In this one I'm going to show you what I do when my diamond painting is completely done. I've got all the diamonds down. Now what do I do? And I use this thing. It's called a straightener. This came in one of my boxes of storage container boxes that I use to kit up my kits in. So I use this. But before I got that kit, I had gotten a little tiny, it almost looked like a placer, and it's a little like so it does like 7 diamonds across straightener that you can use attached just to one of your normal diamond pens. And actually I think I have one here, and I do want to apologize right now if you can hear the music going. My husband's in our office craft room working on a painting of his, and I was in the living room finishing this up, and so we had the music going, and so I do apologize if you can hear that. So this is a straightener that's just, it came in a kit, and when I first got it I was like, okay, it looks like a multi-placer, but how do I put the diamonds on there? And then I did a little research and I realized it was a straightener. So you might get it this way and you can use it like that, which is great too. But so what I do is I just kind of do it so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I go around the sides and just kind of push and get everybody so they're in the right line. You can also go row by row, but that takes a while if you've got OCD and you've got to have everybody completely straight. And I've realized, because that's me, I've got probably a touch of OCD. I like things a certain way, and you got to do them a certain way. But that's just me. So what I do is go around, and what I realize is by not having to go row by row is you're so used to looking at it really up close and just at that individual section of squares or circles, rounds, and you can see every diamond that's just a little bit askew and that. But as you put more diamonds down, they are actually going to straighten each other up and line them up. And most people, when you're looking at a diamond painting, isn't looking at it like at the 2 feet away phase, but more at like a six feet or more. So I saw another video, another YouTuber that I watched that kind of helped me learn how to do some of this stuff. And she said, just remember to every now and then pull your face away and look at it from about 6 feet away. And if it looks straight there, it's going to be fine when you're done. So I do that. I go all the way around my whole canvas and just make sure these side edges are straight, because that's the part that they don't really have a buddy up next to them on the one side to help keep them in line. And then you may be thinking, why does she have a toothbrush? Is she going to brush her teeth? No, this is a great way to get any extra wax that may be on your diamonds. Hair, if you have long hair, or if you have fur babies that are, especially now in springtime, shedding and getting their hair around, any just dust bunnies that have flown up around. If you occasionally snack and there's maybe some crumbs in there. I know I had mine off to the side and we had some cake that day. Well, I went to go put my plate down and some cake crumbs fell onto my painting. So get a toothbrush. This is just a cheap one. It's actually, I don't even know where it came from. I found it still completely in plastic in our bathroom under our cabinet with all of our spare toiletries. So I grabbed it. I only use this for my diamond painting. Nobody else gets to use it for anything else. And then what you do is you just take and go through your whole canvas and get it out, because it will grab any of those fuzzies, those things that you don't really want in your painting, and it will get them all taken care of. So it doesn't take very long. You just go like that, and get it all taken care of. And then what I do, um, and I usually do this before I do the toothbrush, so I did it in a back order. With the squares especially, if they're not quite in place, they kind of will pop up a little bit. So I kind of just run my fingers over and make sure I don't feel anything that doesn't feel like it's completely flat, like maybe somebody is standing up. And I've done this throughout each section I've done, so I think I've got everybody down, except for maybe in the section I just finished it a little bit ago, yesterday, and get it down. And actually, okay, I'm over in this corner. I'm actually missing two spots that I missed putting diamonds down, so I will go and correct that later. But then what I do is I take a roller. This is an extra purchase. I got this one in a kit, or I got this one off of Amazon. Before I got this, I just used a regular rolling pin, so you can use that. I like this one just because it's a little bit smaller to handle. And then what you do is you just roll them down, and this is going to just kind of push everybody down and get them stuck on to the canvas, the glue. And I just heard a little pop, so that means somebody wasn't quite all the way down and it popped itself into place. And I really like that popping sound because then I kind of know that everybody is nice and secure. So you do that through the whole thing. And now this one I can't lay completely flat. I've got it kind of curled up over on this side over here. So I'm going to show you my next step with a very small one that my daughter did. So let me just get this transferred out and laid somewhere. So this one's been sitting around. This one Tori did. Again, Marcia gave the kids some little tiny diamond paintings like this to do to see if they like it. And Tori did this one. We embellished it a little bit with some white ABs for the clouds and the string here. But everything else came with the kit, and you don't have to embellish. Since I've gotten some of the containers of special ABs, when I can, or if they don't already have ABs in them, I will do a little embellishing. And once again, AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and what it does is they just shine a little bit brighter than all the other ones, and they kind of make everybody who's by them shine a little bit brighter. So with this one, I'm going to do the toothpick thing just to make sure, because this one's been sitting in a bag completed for a week or two just because I kept forgetting to go ahead and do this last step with. And I am just going to roll just to make sure. I have a pretty heavy hand when I'm diamond painting, so most of my things stay down. And I'm not sure how heavy of a hand Tori has. She's a very tiny little girl. She is going to be 10 in a week or two, but she is small in stature, and she almost eats like a bird just because but she eats all day, so she is on the lower end of her weight in the physical stuff, so just need to be careful with that. And then I seal all of mine, and I use this Minwax polyacrylic, and I make sure that it's the clear gloss. Now this one we bought at Walmart. I have also seen it on Amazon. I'm sure you can buy it at any home improvement store or hardware store as well. But this one, we found this to be the best price at Walmart. This can is actually almost getting empty, but I have sealed probably 7 to 10 diamond paintings with it. So it does go quite a ways, and I probably use a little more than what you need to. And if you've never opened a pan of cane or anything, I just use one of my husband's screwdrivers to pop it up. I did give it a little shake off camera to get everything together. And do be careful, because one time I opened it up and it splashed, and it actually splashed in my eye, so that was not so fun. And then once again, Walmart, any hardware store, they probably have them at craft stores too. I just got a brush that once again is only for my diamond paintings, and I'm only using it for my sealers. So you don't have to seal your diamond paintings. I just do because some I might be gifting and sending away. Some because I'm going to be starting an Etsy shop. I may sell some. So I want to make sure that in shipping they're going to last. You can seal them, and then you can just hang it on your wall anyway any way you want, and it will help protect the dust, and you get the clear gloss so that all the sparkles will still show through. And so you just cover it, and even though this is what they call a partial, where she didn't do all the blue area, you can still rub this on that part, and you just do that through your whole diamond painting. I go over it a couple times just to make sure that it gets all the way down and it is gonna seal off those diamonds. And there you go. So this is sealed. Then you leave it out to dry. With something this little, maybe a couple hours. I usually just leave them out on a table overnight, and then I know we're good to go with it. So you can kind of see it, but it does dry absolutely clear. And so then what you would do next is you can cut it down so that you don't have your legends on the side, and cut it down right to the blue. A lot of people will take like poster board and do a backing that's just a slightly bit bigger than that and do it on that. Then you can tack it right up onto your wall. You can get picture frames and frame them that way. If you are going to do a frame with a glass frame, you don't have to do the polyacrylic. And once again, you do diamond painting how you do diamond painting. This is just how I do it. And so my husband and I decided that right now we are going to just polyacrylic everything, and then we will probably put everything in frames later. But that's just going to help. It's going to help first keep the diamonds from popping up and popping off once it's finished. And then it's also, especially if you're not going to put it behind glass or plastic, it is going to help you keep dust particles, anything else off of it, so it's not going to get messed up. So I do hope you like this how-to on what you do once you are finished with your diamond painting. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to become a part of the Crafty Mama family, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the family. Any comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, put them in the comments below. Hit the bell, the notification bell, so that you can be notified anytime I upload a video. And I hope you have a great day. And within the next week, I will be doing a video on how to kit down a kit, since I just finished the dressed up horse one. I've got to get those bottles empty so that I can put something else in it and start the next project. Hope you have a wonderful day. Just be safe and have a great spring.